Welcome back. Today I think we should take a closer look at my router table. I used to have a separate router table, but my shop is so small and I missed a bigger router table, so I decided to build a new assembly table, this black one here, and include a router in the assembly table. So the router sits on the bottom side of this. It's a Triton TRA 001. I have some metal bars around the router so the top won't sag. If you look on the top here, these are the Incra clean sweep inserts, so they suck even when the cut is fully trapped, and that works quite okay. I have some threaded inserts here for attaching the fence when I'm routing close to the fence. If I'm routing further away, I can attach the fence with these clamps through the holes in the table. The router itself is bolted through these two holes here and sits with nuts on the underside. So if we look a bit closer on the actual insert interface, I used to have an Incra insert plate, so I copied their method for aligning it. So it's a screw, it's a magnet that holds this piece, and it's a rubber O-ring. So the more you tighten the screw, the lower the magnet gets, and you can adjust the level of the insert plate by that. The good thing about this router, I think, is this quick handle on the underside. You can travel through the entire stroke in like 2 seconds. The other good thing is that it locks in the top position, so it's easy to change bits. As you see, I don't have any insert plate anymore, so this is all the insert I have. I don't have any T-tracks, so there's not much that the bit can or the wood can get stuck on when I'm routing with this setup. Also, I have a handle for fine-tuning the height. I don't use that very much. I think it's hard to find the interface through this hole down there somewhere. So I mainly use this handle for adjusting the height, and I think that's good enough. Yep. So let's take a closer look at the fence then, and I think we start at the back side of it. I take absolutely no credit for this fence. It's a Pat Warner design, and I copied it about 10 years ago. So we have one base plate here that's attached to the router table with these handles here. The base, I have about 60mm of travel, and on top of the base I have a moving part, which is this one, locked with these yellow handles here, and I have about 30mm of travel in the movable part. Here I have a dial indicator, here I have a rod, and that is, the dial indicator has much less travel than the top part, so this is to be able to use the dial indicator wherever I am in the top part travel position. I have a handle here that is for fine adjusting, so if I loosen the top parts and start this one, yeah, you see. So usually I make a test cut, I zero the dial indicator, and then I adjust according to how much I was off on the test cut. So usually only one test cut is needed. I have a dust port here, nothing fancy with that. The top part is guided on these two aluminum rails, and I have a spring here to prevent left to right tilting of the top part, so it's kind of pre-tensioned all the time. If we look on the front, this curtain type of fence that is movable up and down is also what I think a Pat Warner ID, and the basic principle is that the wood that you're routing, it always has a unbroken surface to slide against. So there is like no edges here that it can get stuck on, and there is no hole that it can fall into. So very good, especially for routing small parts. So this kind of front fence is what I use for 90% of the operations. Sometimes I can't use this fence due to different reasons, and then I'm using this more or less traditional type of fence with a hole here. Yep, that was it for my router table. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.